Let me take this thing out of my ear. We're getting smarter as we do these. We can cover details up. It's not super easy to black out and get that effect, but I guess if you got crappy settings you can get it. We got another body today. Check it out. It's got a bad scan. Otherwise known as a bad screen. Okay, so we're going to power back down instantly and unplug. Let's see what we can do about this real quick. We don't have a lot of time today. I was late getting here. There we go. Battery out. We'll go for there. I don't think this is going to unplug. Let me check it quick. Pull the slack a little tighter. And we can move the all-in-wonder out of the way. Okay, press any key to continue. Give me a moment. We're over here on the all-in-one. I have to shut our tool down. And we're going to go for a restart to trigger our check disk that's scheduled for the next boot. So I'm going to yank the power as it reboots. Let's get today's subject out of the mix for a moment. And go for reassembly. Give me that. Alright. Reassembly. There's not much to it, just the back cover, so. Alright, there's that. Got the metal, everything's on. We should not be minus any screws. These gotta come out. See, I'm looking here. This is funny because when I get the flashlight, it doesn't look like it was ever broken. It looks like a USB port was never on. Oh, okay. So yes, that's why it was able to be plugged into without the back cover on. There is a hole for it. But, let me get my favorite little pointer. Are we on screen? Sure we are. Okay, all these USB ports work, the HDMIs. The DisplayPort connector, and the one USB, the holes exist in the metal, they're just not on the motherboard, so they're not on the back plate. But with the back cover off, I was trying to plug in, and like, what is going on here? It's one of those type things. let's go ahead and get this cover snapped back into place. It slides off and latches in to a couple points. One simple little latch there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 tabs that it slides under. We can put our ram shield back on if we know which way it goes. Certainly. This is the customer's. We do not want to lose that. We'll keep it handy. Mine are not near as important. This is the Dell Inspiron 235348. Yes, 5348. I actually remembered it after saying it how many times. And then this was that unique locking system. They're unlocked whenever the dots can be seen. Everything is back in place. As little issues as possible putting this in. Hopefully. That seems a little quick. Again though, I think these are made to be assembled quickly. Let's get, oh yeah, definitely not together there. Let's give it, where is it? How can it be? Is that really the design they were going for? Wow, that vent is fairly blocked up. If we have to rip it back off, we will to get the top to mount. I want to check from the optical drive side. Okay, what is giving us a hard time here? Just a couple tabs. And that makes absolutely no sense. Alright, fair enough. Let's it does have a line the whole way around it, but at least it's not a line that grows from the edge, from nothing to a big fat gap back to nothing. This is a pretty consistent line the whole way around. I feel confident that is locked in now. Alright. I like these ideas for the foot. It's literally just this little button on the back plate. You press it and then the foot rotates up out, like so you would press the button and lift the leg up out. So when putting it in, latch the top in, let the two metal tabs catch, and careful when you're doing it, you're not going between the metal and the frame. I'm sure somebody could force it and get it between the metal and the frame. That plastic isn't going to hold much. It would probably actually rip loose from the weight of it. So angle it up, don't be afraid, get it in there, press down, and it will latch, and then you're good to go. Let's put our Dell receiver in the back, and then we'll throw mine in the back as well. holes. We'll put them back here. There we go. We can get this plugged back in, fire it up, and let it continue on its path. Alright. There's that and that. Let's go with our laptop. I'm going to see if the check disc takes. With any luck, it will. I'll take a peek here quick. I don't think it's going to. Right, this I don't think we need to take apart to the extent of that, or do we? These unsnap, and these unsnap. If that's the case, they should just come apart fairly easy. We're gonna repair this bad scan. Alright, computer's coming up. We're gonna have to fire the tool up and schedule. First I'm going to try a restart from Windows, since that one didn't take. I either unplugged it too soon or not soon enough on the reboot, so it did not keep. It did not keep the check disk that was scheduled at boot. So try a reboot first. If that don't hold, then we'll go for the back into the utility and restart it there. Having a blank out. A lot on the mind today, people. A lot on the mind. Most HP screens, once you get the top or like the side and part of the top loose, they should be fairly easy to get the rest loose. You may need a spudger or a plastic tool. These ones you can usually work across with your fingers. Don't pull too hard. If you pull a little bit and it's not popping, reevaluate what's going on. Some of them, it's becoming more and more common for along the bottom edge of the screen. You'll have, or the bezel I mean, to stick it to the screen, you have this little adhesive bit. We're going to set that out of the way and work on getting our screen pulled out. We've got a few screws to get it out of there. Did we pull the top lid? Top lid removes it fairly quick. And there should be... Are they doing it that way? Yeah. So they're totally foregoing that. It's just the hinge system. We can literally lift this screen right out. Most screens, when you would do this, would have 1, 2, 3, like 4. I've seen them with 3, and also 2 on each side screws that go through the edge of the hinge into the screen. But these screens with the tape around for the frame, generally... Kitty, where are you? Generally, they don't mount like that. They just have the hinge that's kind of like an L shape when it runs up to keep the lid from flexing, laptop lid from flexing so much. So you get even cutting out screws and mounting points when you go with budget laptops. Also when they get made thinner, but I've seen thin ones that have those mounting points still there. But it's a different type screen. It's not held together with tape. Alright, what kind of trouble are we in here? Before I even attempt with a test screen, we are going to look up the model number of this screen. We can look that up together and see whether it is a touchscreen or not, because they peeled all the stickers off this laptop, and there are models that come with it. We know that's an LVDS cable. Thanks for telling us. Alright, and there's our screen. Alright, so let's go take a quick look, see if I can show you that with any type of focusing capability. That, yeah, right, this is just not a thing today. There's our model number. That's what we're going to be looking up. The N, well, I can barely even read it. N156 BGE L41 revision C3. So that's what you're going to look for is, and basically that's telling you there's a way to decode these of who makes it. We know it's the 156 is a 15.6 inch screen, and BGE will tell us probably about the manufacturer, the L41 factory, who knows, and then what revision screen it is. Different revisions are likely to have, if that'll focus now. Boy, did we really throw it for a loop? I did, okay. Different screens are likely to have a different pinout on the mini 30, it could be a 30, 40 pin connector or even a mini LED connector, which is, you know, like little over half the size of one of those. So let's go look this up. Let's hop on over to the LCD just to find out if it's a touchscreen. N156 BGE L41 revision C. Is that what I said? Revision C3? Revision C3. So let's take a look-see. It's 4:17, trying to keep an eye on the time. Videos. So it does not look like any of these are saying WXGA HD Slim Glossy Replacement LCD Screen. None of them are saying anything about a touch screen. We're going to see if our connector is in the same spot and about the same size. And screens here, bad screens. We do not have that exact model here. Oh wait, am I calling it a screen? Yeah, we're fixing this bad scan. Bad scan. Alright, let's see. Let's see what the verdict is. Oh, I guess we need power, don't we? Battery's not in. And this is the thing, this is an HP. We'll go for BIOS. What is that? F9? F10? Alright, so we've got straight up beeping. No compatible. Where's our tester? Sorry, I didn't flip off of the search results there. Some days I'm on, other days I'm not on with the switcher. Let's see if we can get a different result. Even though this would not mount in here, it is the right size, and we would be cutting some metal tabs. Alright, so we do have another broken, indeed. We're in BIOS, good. Alright. This can be sorted out as broken. We know that's definitely a tester. 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 They're all minis. I want to try this again to see if we're going to get the same beeping as before. If we do, that means it's no boot and there's definitely something wrong. with the screen. 6WH. Yeah, this is definitely wired up different. I can tell that just by the number on the screen. Beep it again. Alright, so let's find a compatible screen now. All of our test screens failed, and this one's definitely broken. Get it! Whoever that is that went by had some turbo happening. They had some turbo happening. They did. We've got an HP there, but that is a touchscreen. A 100% certainty it will not work at all. And that's not even LED, that is LCD. You're gonna have an FL inverter in that one. That's a touchscreen. No compatible screens. We may actually be ordering. They wanted to check used first. And if not used, then what? Well, new. $100% no. Alright, let's check these items. Out of screens, and these are a nightmare to tear apart, but they are HP, so it could be somewhat compatible. Let's see if we have time to dismantle yet another one. We gotta go over here and start our utility. The computer did fire back up. Oh wait, no, reboot. Reboot first. There is a scheduled check disk, however. Boy, that screen's dirty. Really hope it's not broken. 62. And judging, yeah, it is. We're not wasting time there. Alright, and this is from our 2-to-1 video. We're going to totally Frankenstein this if possible. Not possible. Not possible. Why, might you ask, not possible? Well, for starters, the connector is in a completely different location. But just to see, to give me more of a range of options for stuff that could work. What do we have here? We're gonna attempt it. I don't prefer used. I much prefer ordering new. However, when people ask for used, you gotta honor that and at least check it out, correct? Alright, get in here, connector. Alright, we are connected. Let's attempt this boot up. And there's another example of what the screen's somewhat compatible, but not completely. That's why we're getting a boot or a beep when it boots. It is powering the screen on, but the video signal cables are missing. So I'm trying to think of a good way to say it. Just because it's the same size screen doesn't mean it's going to work. And you know, you may think that it would, but it won't. There's many things you can run into. The laptop wouldn't even light the one screen up. This screen it lights up, but still the same problem where it beeps and refuses to boot. So we do have a good screen here. It just lights up white. This works with other models, just it's a goofy wiring. So we know that's not happening. Got one further thing to try, but I don't think we have time for it today. And you can't just take a screen from that is a touch screen and put it into something that is non-touch screen. That, I don't know that it works. I can't say it for sure 100% doesn't. Well, hi there.
I just dropped in to see if you happen to get to look at the phone yet.
No, not yet. As soon as I get 2 more of these things out, I will.
Okay. Would you give me an estimate before you do work on it, or?
I haven't even started looking on it. Like you're talking about the Samsung?
Yeah.
I haven't even done. I've done 0 research on it.
I meant when you go to do it.
Yeah, we're not going to just order a part. We're going to call you with a price.
Okay.
Ahead of time for what it would be to fix it. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, not a problem, bud. We can do that.
Yeah, my brother said that you know his son. You know Craig Menzie?
Me? No, he may be the owner, but not me.
Oh, he thought maybe you did too.
No. No, I don't.
Okay, well, I'll talk to you later.
All right, thank you.
You said it might be for a couple days.
Yeah, I still have a device or 2 to get out of here, and then I'll be getting to that.
Okay.
All right? We're on the quest. On the quest. Oh, those were awful notebooks. They really were. Okay, so I hate to say it, but we're going to tap out, I believe, if my mic's even reaching anybody that's still there. Let me go ahead and throw this stuff in a pile quick. I have a couple more things here to move. Wow, that got shattered. Okay, don't do it. Do not slide to that side and fall. That's right, these were in a wreck. I remember now. Those laptops were in an automobile accident. We do have a box of screens back here, but I do believe that they're all oddball sizes. Yes, 14 inch. Not the right wheelhouse. We need 15.6. I believe these are all LCD screens that require an FL inverter to fire up. It looks like it is. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we're lucky. That's definitely not an FL inverter, but I'm not going to hold my breath for that screen working. And that's definitely not an FL inverter, but that's another 14 inch. Yeah, it's 14 inch, 1440 by 900. That requires an FL inverter. FL inverter, we have one last screen to try for the day, for the sake of being compatible. Alright, we're still here, we're still alive. How we doing, people? Sorry, that was a long pause. We do have one screen. It's in not bad shape. Some adhesive stuck to it. Looking for cracks, looking for failures. Slightly different model, taped up different. Yeah, I do not have high hopes for this. Of course I don't. And it has the wrong connector. Here's what I was telling you. Another reason why, because the screens look compatible, look like they're the same size, the same mounting points, maybe just a bit of different tape. When you flip them over, you're going to get, let me line these up as best I can for straight. You're going to end up with two different size connectors, and that's not perspective or anything. Come on, is this flat earth? No, we live on a globe. Just kidding. Not about the globe, just about the joke. Bad joke. We've got two different size connectors. So we got the, I think this is a 40 pin, and then we have a mini 40 or mini 30 pin there. I'm not going to count them and waste time right now, but I did unearth another screen that I wanted to, which is okay with me. As far as compatibility, there are probably a few more screens here. However, I'm not going to rip computers apart. We're just going to have to go with that was my mouth. Have to go with what we got, and what we got isn't compatible. So we're going to go ahead and order a new one in for this. We don't have any used. What can I say? I don't think our reboot did not take, so we need to fire the tool up and get it scheduled for a restart. Let's go over here. We're going to go over to the all-in-one, even though it's not plugged in. Time is at 4:32, and it is time finally to start cleaning up. Where are we at? There it is. There's our tool. If there are tools that you like, such as there's a repair Windows tool out there, there's data recovery tools, there's the auto backup, and a few others that for a personal license you're talking $10, $20, maybe even $30, $40, $60 I don't think is too much to pay. They do offer free versions with somewhat limited activity. Yes, we'll open the update tool. Download the update to this program. And that's another good thing. Programs, for instance, over here on the all-in-one, we've got our tool running, but whereas the free version, I could download the free version and get updates for it and install them myself, or avoid a lot of that hassle. You think it's not much each time you get an update. But if it's a tool you're using just for yourself, okay, I could understand that once in a while downloading the update and installing, extracting stuff, installing it to the proper directory. But when you do it over and over and over again on multiple computers, you're using the same tools or utilities, software. I think we gave $20 for this version to the developer, and it auto updates for us. We literally click a button, click download now, it downloads, extracts it, installs it, restarts our tool back up wherever it was in the previous chain of repairs or whatever it happened to be doing. It starts it back up, and we hit start, go, and it takes off. So I don't think that's too much money to ask for something that's going to save you that much time. Alright. No go on the screen. Sorry about that. I was kind of hyped that we could throw a used one in. We do have a few. We don't... The same problem with most of them. We have a tester here. It's missing like a big bar out of it that's a weird shape. And then we have another one that works perfect but has a line through it. You know, so... Those are our two testers. Nothing compatible without ripping something apart, and I'm not doing that this hour in the day. Maybe tomorrow if we get bored we'll do that in between these few other things we got happening. Okay, where is our tool? Is it updated? It is. Important. Check. Alright people, I think that's it. I'm going to clean up. I'm going to the day job. Everybody have a good evening, good afternoon, good morning. You are somewhere. That time does apply to you. I don't know if we'll have time tomorrow. I do want to work on the RC car. I think I showed this off, but for the sake of showing it off again, because I'm happy, we've got our spur gear for the Helion Verdict car. I have the cables. I haven't done the testing to see if we can do this live stream, but believe me, I will be checking to make sure the wiring is compatible. As far as I know, it's compatible, but practical application, actually plugging it in, I haven't went that far yet. Sad. We will come back to the bad scan and fix that at a later date. Alright. Have a good one. I will see you, what's today, Thursday? We'll be back again tomorrow with hopefully something fresh. You'll probably see this stale item come back up. I'm getting a little frustrated with shipping. We're waiting on some parts that are not here that should be. So, see you then. Tune back in. A live stream of an RC car driving coming soon.